Nvidia GPUs aren't overpriced. They're premium, cutting-edge products designed for people who value performance, innovation, and quality over the sound of loose change rattling in their pockets. If you can't afford one, guess what? That's a you problem, not Nvidia's. Stop embarrassing yourself by complaining. It's pathetic. Do you think Nvidia cares about your broke opinions? They don't. They're busy delivering world-class technology like DLSS, real ray tracing, and AI-driven gaming enhancements, while you're trying to convince everyone that an extra 4 gigabytes of VRAM on some AMD brick is a better deal. Spoiler alert, it's not. You're the same kind of person who would buy a cheap knockoff bag and then try to act like it's just as good as the real thing. It's not fooling anyone, and neither are your bargain bin GPUs. You love to scream about value for money, but here's the truth. Not everything is meant for everyone. Ferraris aren't made for people on bus passes, and Nvidia GPUs aren't made for you. You think Nvidia should lower their prices just so you can have a taste of luxury? Laughable. That's like demanding a 5-star hotel serve you ramen noodles because you can't afford a steak dinner. It's not their responsibility to cater to your budget limitations. You act like Nvidia owes you something because you're a gamer. They don't. They've built a product lineup for people who demand the best, not for penny pinchers trying to stretch a budget that can barely cover electricity. But it's not fair, you cry, stomping your feet. Life isn't fair, champ. Suck it up. Let's also address this hilarious narrative that AMD and Intel are somehow more consumer-friendly. Oh, please. AMD slaps some extra VRAM on their cards, calls it a day, and hopes you don't notice how trash FSR looks compared to DLSS. And Intel? They're like the new kid on the block who showed up to a fight with a foam sword. Good luck with that. Sure, they're cheaper, but so are discount pizzas, and you know what happens after you eat one. Meanwhile, Nvidia continues to push boundaries. DLSS doesn't just improve performance, it redefines gaming. Ray tracing brings a level of realism that AMD's marketing department wishes they could match. And then there's the power efficiency. You're out here hyping up AMD cards that chug more power than a dying space heater, while Nvidia delivers better performance at a fraction of the wattage. But sure, keep telling yourself that your value card is better. Nvidia caters to people who understand that premium products come with a premium price tag. If you can't afford it, don't cry about it. Just go buy your mediocre AMD or Intel card and leave the adults to enjoy the real gaming experience. You wouldn't walk into a Rolex store and start whining that Casio exists. Different products exist for different people. Casio makes watches for the masses, just like AMD makes GPUs for people who can't handle Nvidia prices. Own your lane. Stop pretending that the problem is Nvidia's pricing when it's clearly your inability to adapt to the fact that some things are out of your reach. Be real. If you want premium features, you're going to have to pay a premium price. That's how it works. And don't even start with the AMD fanboy excuses. But AMD has more VRAM. Great, good for them. Extra VRAM isn't going to save you when your card is struggling to keep up in real-world gaming scenarios. DLSS makes AMD's FSR look like a bad joke. One actually improves your gaming experience. The other just makes everything blurry. Nvidia is miles ahead, and the market reflects that. Here's the thing. Nvidia doesn't need to cater to everyone. They've carved out their place at the top by delivering cutting-edge features and unmatched performance. They're leading the industry with features that make gaming better, not cheaper. If you want cheaper, there are plenty of options for you. Go buy an AMD card, deal with worse performance, and convince yourself you got a better deal. You wouldn't expect a Lamborghini to cost the same as a Honda Civic. They're built for different people with different priorities. Nvidia GPUs are the Lamborghinis of the GPU world. They're not here to be affordable. They're here to be the best. And if you can't afford one, that's fine. But stop acting like Nvidia is the bad guy because their products are out of your league. You wouldn't walk into a luxury store and demand they lower their prices because you can't afford what they're selling. So why do you think it's okay to do that with GPUs? Nvidia isn't going to change their business model to cater to people who can't afford their products. They don't need to. They're at the top of the market because they deliver premium products for people who demand the best. If you can't afford an Nvidia GPU, stop crying about it. They're not made for you. That's why AMD and Intel exist. Go buy their GPUs, enjoy your value, and leave the rest of us to enjoy the real deal. Nvidia doesn't owe you anything, and the sooner you accept that, the better.